Ascendant Ava.
And we are live!
Woo! Welcome back, everybody.
Oh, I gotta get the chat.
Oh, you got to get the chat up and running?
It's all good. I'll get it up.
All right, cool. So, welcome. We had an amazing, fun, role-playing filled week last week where we got some character growth. Not a lot of battle. In fact, the ultimate battle that took place last week was between Theron and Godorak. Ape Theron, Monkey, Gorilla Theron taking on Godorak.
I punched
It was
the
an
monkey out of
amazing
him.
fight, an amazing scene, but I think the thing that stole the show last week was the charming booth where the two brothers went head to head to charm the beautiful women, describing an ordinary daily item. By the way, did you guys like that concept? That was a fun little thing I came up with. I modified the game that came with it. I had to do it. It was fun. It was more of a way to challenge you guys to play. So it came out awesome. So last week, just to wrap it up, we began back at the carnival and in the fair, and we had Theron and Godorak both fighting in fisticuffs in the ring. There were no rules against animal shifting and using that, and Theron took it to his advantage. And then Godorak just got into a heavy fight with a dragonborn monk.
Dude,
and then
that guy took everything I had.
Yeah, it was a good battle. And then they've ended up fighting each other, and it became into a phenomenal fight too, where once Godorak got there and down past ape level and he was out of his abilities to shift back into an ape, he tapped out. And they bro hugged, and it was good, and they got rewards were handed out. And then
what did I get?
We will always remember the fork. It's all about forking. And the realm of the fork. Right? Ooh, we got somebody here, first time. Who's KJ117? Welcome. First time chatter. Anyway, that is where we are at. At the end of the session, Kyrus won and Xavier won. Kyrus took off with the beautiful woman with his hand raised in the air, knowing that he was about ready to bless and sanctify her home with his appearance and her husband. So he was going to go and have a little brown chicken, brown cow moment there. And Xavier won by default because Kyrus won. Everybody, while Kyrus was doing his thing, everybody went back to the inn, the tavern, and ended up staying there and listening to gossip and then going to bed.
There's one other person who did not stay and listen to gossip.
And who was that?
Nenny.
Oh, yes.
Nenny went out on his date after watching the masterful Lord Kyrus and tried to imitate what Lord Kyrus did. So we'll see how well that went.
Yes. But Nenny came back on his date. His date went well, but he came back. Kyrus didn't.
Dang it.
Yep. So.
I don't even get a roll for that. All right.
No.
All right. Nenny came back. I'm
we
good with
begin with Lord Kyrus. So. The night was long and hot and steamy for you, Lord Kyrus. You lay asleep with the beautiful woman from the fair in your arms, her husband dead asleep beside her. After your third or fourth session through the night, you all decided a break was needed, and you laid down to rest. You do feel a sensation in the room. A slight breeze. Where'd he go? Who'd we lose?
He
Caleb.
lost power. Caleb lost power. He'll be back.
Okay. You get a slight breeze across your skin, bringing goosebumps. You feel the weight of her disappear from your chest as she slowly begins to rise from the bed, blankets draping down from her. The bed groans as you sense the additional weight at the foot of the bed, and you know and you wish he would stop doing this. Raising your head up and sitting up in bed, you see both husband and wife floating above the bed, arms hanging limply, mouths agape as if they're landed fish. Your brother has thrown a wrench into my plans. It is your patron.
How has my brother done anything?
He wasn't part of this. He came about. And now you can't have the nations as one. It will always be split.
Well, maybe that's how the gods intended.
Oh, don't get me wrong. He's going to be help. And our plans are going to change because of this. You must make him love you as a brother would. He is a lost soul right now. You both must rise up to defeat your father. But there in that battle, your brother must also die. We must rule both realms.
Yeah, well, see, this unfortunately is where we're going to come to a crossroads then. Because if I have to kill my brother, you can kiss my sweet, sculpted ass.
Oh, we'll work it out. You will figure something. You always do.
Well, I will, but it won't be the way that you intend. You are a patron, not a master. And the day you think you become a master is the day that I no longer serve. You will find a way that the two of us can have mutual goals, or, well, then I'll have to apologize in advance, but this will be an end of our agreement.
He starts laughing, deep, guttural laugh. And he just looks and he goes, the humans are such a weak race. They overwhelm in sheer numbers, like ants or imps, but their bodies are frail. And you see him spin both the man and the woman up to where they appear to be standing, arms hanging, the blanket sliding off their naked bodies.
Hey, Dennis.
Yes.
Where is okay. So I instantly summon my pack weapon to my hand and I spring forward and stab him.
Okay.
Not kidding. Like,
roll away.
Easy there, Otter Popper. Bella apologizes for interrupting us with her otter poppery.
What?
Take the fucking run.
Yeah.
You hit.
I smite.
Okay.
And that's with Hyperion Sword.
Yep. I'm assuming it's going to be, are you single-handed or double-handed since you don't have your shield with you?
Probably still single because I've never declared that I ever attacked.
Okay.
With both. I mean, like, meaning if that had been a 12 and a 9, I'd still have taken the 9.
Yeah. Okay. So you hit. You do 12 points of damage.
Plus whatever Hyperion's goodness is.
Mm-hmm.
Smitey McSmiterson. I smite and Eldritch Smite. Is he undead?
No, he's a fiend. He's a demon.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He's your otherworldly patron.
Suck it.
Ooh.
60?
Okay.
And
As
if he doesn't recoil, I'll continue with then the rest of my action.
I continue, he's looking at you right now with a sword sticking square in his chest.
Okay,
And he
I
looks
continue
up
to cut.
and he smiles at you.
Second. Same thing.
Another 12 points.
That'll be the end of those spells, but that's another 60, so it's 120.
Okay. So
With
as the
Hyperion
second
Blade.
one plunges into him, his smile goes to a grimace and into a scream. And immediately he starts to sizzle, hiss, and dissipate. But at the same time, you feel power leave your body. And you collapse on the bed. All of your warlock abilities, all your warlock spells, everything that are tied to your warlock are now gone.
Levels?
Levels and everything.
Are you a level 2 paladin?
He is a level 2 paladin.
Yep.
Do your hit points go down then?
Yes, he loses everything. He just severed the connection to the plane that provides him with his power and strength.
So I have a question.
Break.
Did he get a tattoo from it?
From this, no, he didn't use the soul blade. He used Hyperion's longsword.
I thought that was the one that. Oh, it's Hyperion's is not the one.
No,
that's
Hyperion's
Yeah.
the one you got from the mummy's tomb.
That's right. That's my bad.
I want to hear Josh roleplay this.
Hyperion's is the holy hand grenade that Dennis hasn't unveiled yet.
Part of it just got unveiled with what you just did.
Sucks.
There is additional damage hidden behind the scenes that just.
Am I passed out or am I just
No,
like
you are weak. Like that strength you've been feeling for the past couple of weeks is gone. You are weakened. You are. It's tough to breathe right now. The rush of power leaving your body was exhausting.
What happened to the floating bodies?
They collapsed and fell to the bed immediately.
Oh, Dan, I didn't even roll like the additional damage for those hits. That'd have been another like 32.
Yeah.
150 points of damage, Mr. Fiend. Like, look, I've got to warm up for Vecna somehow, right? So, Dan, I make sure that they come down to the bed.
Oh, they wake up. As soon as they hit the bed, they wake up and they're like, what the hell just happened? And you're like ghost white, perspiration all over you, naked. There is burn marks at the bottom of the bed where his feet were at. And he did bleed. And there is like sizzling blood on the wood and smoke rising from it. And and the husband goes, what the fuck just happened?
We were attacked by a demon. And I have caused it to leave.
And he flies up out of bed. He's just like, sir, I admire everything that went on last night, but you need to leave.
I will leave. Yeah, Dennis. So I try to use my lay on hands just to for the refreshment. I'll pull 5 of them to try to neutralize whatever my condition is. And I'll gather my gear and try to recover back to the temple.
Okay. Are you going to go back to the temple or are you going to go to the tavern?
Yeah, gonna go to probably the tavern. I think I'm gonna go to the tavern.
Okay. All right. We will then.
And I'm just drag assing Dennis.
Oh, yeah. You should be. That's 5 levels gone. So in Beyond, knock those 5 levels off.
Oh my.
If you break your, I mean,
you literally have to either go find another demon to re-engage another spirit pact with him.
Yeah, like I could find a new patron.
Yeah, but right now,
like, if you break your patron, you don't lose like your levels. You just lose your access to all your.
Oh, there's a difference. You didn't break your patron. You destroyed your patron. There's a breaking of the pact. There's a breaking of the pact, and there's the destruction of the pact. Here's the interesting thing. When I'm going to tell you this right now, I knew how you would react in this situation because we discussed this a while ago.
Yep.
And but you didn't know when you would be forced to make that decision. That decision was made.
You missed it.
That decision was made today by you.
No, I didn't miss it. I was watching the stream.
I have been spending all day today on my free time at work reading and digging into what would happen if you break it or you kill it. And you went the destructive route. You destroyed that pact.
He probably lost, quarter of his hit points, half his hit points. I mean, why is he being such a baby about it? I mean, if he's a genie, he'd have been dead.
I'm going to break the fourth wall here for you and suggest you go to the temple.
Yeah, no, I'm going to go drag ass my homies with me to go to the temple because I'm going to need some restoration, I imagine.
Hey, Dave, pan your camera down just a tad, would you? Awesome. Unless you're eating or... Yeah, sorry.
I'm fine.
Oh,
my bad.
Scott always eats on camera.
Yeah, I do.
All right. While Kyrus is hobbling himself back towards the tavern.
It's so good, Dennis. It's so good.
I love it.
Does he get clothed before he goes back to the tavern?
Yeah, he got his stuff and left. But
I was gonna say, when you lose levels, do other things like? They're. Oh man,
he's a little. He's a little hurting right now. Back at the inn, as you all sleep and meditate, you all awaken in a dream. You see, you're all floating in ocean. You start grabbing onto sea turtles, and float down with them. You see an underwater temple. It's lively. There's worshippers all around it. Most of them are sea folk. You see a lot of different things. Light blue skin, gills, webbed hands and feet. You see stone pillars that are rising up on each side of a square rock platform. There's corals and anemones growing up all along the stone. You see schools of fish floating through the waters. There's worshippers that are swimming between the pillars, and they're laying into the temple to offer, to provide offerings to them that are either bundled in seaweed or scraps of fisherman's net. You see their goddess in front of them, sitting on a curled tail that blends into a human torso. Their seaweed hair rains down on her chest, back, and shoulders. Fins fan out behind her like a crown. One hand grips a trident made of living coral. They're bright green in color. In the other hand, she's holding a huge pearl, perched upon her fingers in the same way a crystal ball would sit in its stand. And then everything goes black. And it shifts. And the temple changes. It's ruins. It's desolate. The turtles take you down into an opening. You see the water, it's very cloudy. It's thick, sticky to the body. all just feels like goo surrounding you. The dirty water's making your skin burn. You feel it. Your body's aching. Your heart's pounding. Your lungs, they're feeling like they're on fire. You begin to gasp for air. You can't breathe. The slimy water, it's making your skin burn again as you go deeper into the temple. Your lungs, they're on fire. You are all attempting to breathe. You're attempting to push back away towards the surface, but something keeps pulling you down. Pounding begins to erupt in your head. The pain's there. You hear thud. You hear thud. You hear thud. And then you hear thud. The sound of mailed fist on wood. Wham! You hear, open up! In the name of King Eligard Berghill! And you all immediately wake up, come out of your meditation, and you hear the mailed fist banging on the door to your room.
Okay, I'm gonna get up and go to the door and kind of like, is there a peephole or probably not?
No, it's solid wooden door.
All right, I'm gonna kind of look around and like nod at everybody, like I'm gonna open the door. Anybody? You want to hide some beer?
Go out and jump down behind the old bed, and yeah, I'll take a quick little
All right,
hide.
cool. All right, so,
Nenny's just gonna stay at the side of the door.
all right,
Okay.
I'll open the door wide and take a step back.
Okay. As you open the door, two guards dressed in plate with spears and helms walk in and place themselves on either side of the door.
Okay.
And in walks a tall man. He has long, straight, gray hair, deep, piercing brown eyes. He's got his hair pulled back into a ponytail. He's got very dark skin. He's about 6'3", 6'3" tall. His build, he's not muscular. He's kind of regular, not hefty or anything. He has a holy symbol that hangs from his chest. He has got a very square cut face. And he looks at you.
Who?
And he kind of squints a little bit.
Okay.
Godorak.
Yeah.
And he extends his hand. You must be Godorak. And as he extends his hand, his right hand, you see a fox tattoo that runs from the tip of his fingers all the way up his arm.
Cool. I'll shake his hand. I'll be like, well met. And who might you be, sir?
I am King Eligard.
Oh, my liege. Is it appropriate? Would I like bow or kneel, or is he my king, or like, I don't know. History check? Want a history check?
Yeah, do a history check. Why not?
All right.
If you want to know what to do properly.
Yeah, this is gonna be bad. Yep, I have no clue. So we'll just shake his hand, like, hey, yeah, king, cool.
Can Nenny roll that history check as well?
Yeah.
Has been a minute since I've rolled on here.
Yeah.
Darren, you're muted if you're trying to say something.
Yep, sorry guys. I'm going to give him guidance.
Ooh, me?
So roll a d4.
Which one? Me or Godorak?
Well, I don't think it's gonna help Godorak at all.
It actually does. I get a 10. So, like,
all right.
basic knowledge, I probably know what
So
to
you
do.
guys
So.
know that this is a king. Proper etiquette is either call them Your Highness, all that stuff.
I'll do Your Highness. I'll do the hand kind of signal.
Yep.
I'll touch the ground with one knee. Yeah.
Okay.
Nenny does the same thing. Oh, your Highness, Your Highness, and he bows down even lower than Godorak.
Did we just lose Caleb again? Yeah. Okay.
Theron is standing, and Theron is an elf, so he just goes just like that.
Yeah. What does he do?
He just goes.
Okay.
He doesn't take a full bow. I mean, he's an elf.
Yep.
Symbiar remains hidden.
Okay. Yeah, he's got a good stealth check.
Yeah. Nice.
Did he roll for stealth?
Yeah, he rolled
Yeah.
a 21.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna try and stay hidden.
And he's like, please sit. And he just points to your beds.
Cool. We'll just plop down on the bed. get dressed and armor up and
Hey.
all that.
Your Highness, do you mind if I'm going to be listening to you, but I've got some stuff I do in the morning I'm just going to take care of. And then he gets on his bed and starts going through his morning stretches. And
Okay.
While the king is there, you're like,
Just like,
Performing katas and everything else that he's doing.
putting the leg up
Yeah.
on the bed, just.
Yeah.
Captain Morgan.
And he just kind of looks around the room. My understanding is you have a document for me. We're going to get that order of business done first.
Yeah, who's got that? Does Kyrus
I
have
have-
it?
So, I don't know. I don't think it's Kyrus.
I don't know if we ever determined who had it.
Yeah, I got a map of the sewer, soul
think-
coin, valet coin, and a brooch.
I don't think you guys assigned who was carrying said document.
Yeah.
Who would probably have carried it though? Kyrus or?
If it's a document, it probably would have been Godorak. If it's an item, it would have been me.
Well, because who gave it to us? The queen or the
Duchess.
Duchess?
Yep.
Was she fond of Godorak or I mean Kyrus?
I think Kyrus probably has it.
Yeah, I bet
She
you Kyrus has
wanted
it.
to bed Kyrus, as every woman does.
She probably gave him the document.
I don't blame her.
Yeah.
All right.
I tell him, hey, our companion is not here at the moment. He's got the document. He should be returning soon.
Okay. Perfect. So,
Nothing better than the walk of shame into the king.
yeah. The second item I want to talk to you about. And he looks at the guards. And he nods his head. And they both slide out the door and they close it.
Ooh.
I am well aware of what you guys have been tasked by the gods to do. And I've been sent here since Abukias cannot reach out here. And she feels like she has been worthless to you guys based on feedback from Lord Kyrus. But there is a task that has been assigned to you. And again, I'm going to reiterate, it's your choice if you choose to do such. But at the end of this task will be additional weapons that will be needed for the battle that is to come. And he goes, "May I sit? This is your place."
Of course. Make yourself
And he
comfortable.
reaches down and grabs a stool and pulls it over and he sits. And he's like, I don't know if you're aware, but at one point in time, this city used to be underneath an ocean. It wasn't a city at that point in time, but there were islands above us. And when everything happened and the changes came about and the ocean receded, the islands fell and were covered. But upon those islands, and he stops and he's like, let me do a story time. I don't get to tell stories. And he actually kind of perks up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, long ago, before the oceans receded, there's a great big temple that was built to worship a being of immense power.
As he says this, then he's going to stop what he's doing, and he's going to use prestidigitation to put the temple that we all saw in our dream in front of him. Say,
Okay.
is this the temple that you're talking about?
I don't know. Can you do that with prestidigitation?
You can create a
minor. Let's see.
Yeah.
I'll double check it.
Sorry, I don't mean to steal
Pretty
your
sure.
thunder.
You're good.
I thought that was like minor illusion or something.
Shower sparks, but faint light, snuff candle.
You create a non-magical trinket or illusionary image that can fit in your hand and last until the end of your next turn.
Ooh.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. It's not to size. It's just in my hand.
Yeah. So there's a lot of things you can do with it. You can chill, warm, or flavor a cubic.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that it can be used for.
I forgot about.
Actually, I mean, if you get creative with it, it can't be powerful like Josh's creation of Gust of Wind and that piece, but you can have some fun with it.
That's cool. The
and he kind of looks at it,
yeah.
and he's like, "Yeah, just like that." But when the oceans receded, that creature and many of its servants that were trapped in the depths of that temple that collapsed. They weren't able to get back to open water, open ocean. This has now been buried underground. But you also have to understand, when it collapsed and the ocean rushed back in for a little bit, it's part of the underground cavern that this is.
So there's a underground temple that's flooded.
Correct. And as the time grew and people attempted to go down here, many of them have been swayed by the goddess that these creatures worshipped. Others have been warped by her energy.
I look over at Nenny and I go, yeah, you wouldn't have any reservations with going underwater into a strange temple complex, right, Nenny?
None at all.
Of
Let's
course.
just do it.
Yeah, last time that happened, it went perfectly.
Nenny, give me an insight check, actually.
Sweet.
I'm gonna roll insight too.
Whispered or public?
You make it public. I'm fine with that.
Okay.
I'd have Simbir make one too if he was here.
I'll roll for him.
Okay.
He gets a +3.
I know. I'm just gonna pull up his character.
Yeah.
What are you trying to insight, Darren?
So I want to. Awesome! I love that.
It's back, and I know
I wanna
Caleb's
see-
watching.
Oh, that wasn't Simbir. That was Theron.
Oh, dang
Yeah,
it!
it's still
Oh, that
it's
was your
27.
D4. I thought that was Nenny rolling
Nah.
for Simbir. Okay.
I still got
You
27.
13. Yeah. Okay.
So what I want to look at is kind of where the story's going. I mean, he's sitting there. He shut the doors, and I mean, he initially talks about the document, but then he's like, "Okay, I want to tell you about this story." And he's got his soldiers out there. He just met us, and he's the king. I want to go in the room with 6 dudes holding swords. So I think, is he up to something? Is he genuine? It's just something is just kind of, my spidey sense is going off.
Yeah, we're famous, bro.
He is 100% legit. Your spidey sense is going, wait a minute. And then you kind of started looking into him and you went, I think this guy's serious. What he's telling me is true. And Simbir recognizes the temple as resembling what you guys dove into, parts of what you guys dove into at the lake.
Interesting.
How far away is the lake from
It's on the
here?
other side of the world.
I was gonna say.
And I'm going to explain to you how this looks. When you go, I'll give you a map to get you to the Moon Tomb, which is where you're going to enter to get into here. And the top part, as you go into the tomb, you're going to see water and a pathway that goes up to an obelisk, and an entryway in the middle of that obelisk that takes you down. When it takes you down, it's going to put you into what I call them underground, even deeper underground ruins. I don't know how to say it. I mean, the best way to say it, they're underground. The ruins that are underneath this obelisk. So it's underneath the ground and underneath the ground again, right? So they're more underground ruins. Inside there is another pathway that's going to take you into a submerged chamber. And from there, you will go into the town. Now,
So I'm a little lost, King. Sorry, Your Sire, Your Highness. So we're going into the underground, and then into the underground. Is there a third underground that we're going to?
That would be the temple.
You're going to go into the water after that.
So we go underground, and then there's an obelisk, and we go under the underground,
Mm-hmm.
and then we go under the underground into the water.
Correct.
Nenny, don't hurt yourself, buddy. Don't hurt yourself.
Hey, Simbier, there you are.
So when he speaks, the king jumps up.
You've been hidden this whole time, Simbier.
The chair flies.
I figured he was legit at this point.
His hand grabs for his mace, and you guys see the thing just light up, and it starts to hum. And he looks at you. Why didn't you make yourself known?
He goes, "That's
very, very sneaky."
I'm just gonna. It's okay, Your Highness. That's
Your Highness. I'm sorry.
Our
Our friend here. He's a little slow. He doesn't recognize what is right and what is wrong. He's got a real problem.
Who's the one who just said the underground? Come on, guy.
That's what we're doing, Simbier. We're going underground, and he said under the underground, which is under the. Listen,
I can only imagine Simbier hiding underneath the bed, listening to Nenny explain this, and just going, "Damn it!" and propping himself up.
It was exactly what it was. It was frustration. I was just like, "Can you shut it? Let him explain."
Or I do know Lord Kyrus is with you. I also know his brother is with you. And I know Xavian's in here, by the way. And he looks at Xavian. And he's like, Prince, the item that is under there is a crown. And it's a crown that is needed for the nations.
For the nations?
For the nations. And Xavian knows what he means. It's basically, he's talking about the two islands, right?
Yeah.
And
Godorak is at some point going to just interject and make a comment like, Your Highness, last time I checked, I didn't have gills, so hopefully there's some sort of assistance you can provide us. I think Theron's the only one of us who has the ability to spend a large amount of time underwater with any sort of magical assistance.
There is, from my understanding, a room in the underground ruins that will contain the assistance you need to get under the water.
Okay.
You need to find that.
Okay.
I don't have the magic to be able to help you all.
Understood.
But from what I've heard and been told, it is there. And that's the first thing. And then there will also be a trident that is there as well, followed by a large pearl. And all three items will be needed to help you in the upcoming battle.
Is the pearl needed so we can buy better gear? I'm sorry, none of us are gonna like throw a pearl at something.
I have a feeling it's a magic pearl, Simbier.
You'll figure it out, I'm pretty sure, once you get there.
Oh man, somebody being cryptic with us?
I haven't been told what the power of the pearl is.
I'm just giving you grief, King. I'm just giving you grief.
That has been your task. You can choose to accept it or not.
Well, I think
But it is up to you. And at this
We need to
point in
talk to
time,
Cyrus.
Iris, you walk into the tavern and you see 10 Knights of the Crown inside the tavern with 2 of them posted side by side of a door. So 8 are sitting and 2 are posted by the door.
to his bedroom or his room at the end.
To the sleeping area.
I go a little slower because I, feel weak and I'm having the walk of shame. But if they will permit me, I will follow back to where it looks like they're guarding, assuming that my friends are somewhere back there.
Oh, you walk up to the door and they're there. And they're like, "Can we help you?"
Oh man, I'm gonna need a stiff drink. I'm gonna need some eggs, some meat. I could use some bread. And Dennis, I put my arm around the guy's shoulder. It's been, if I may say, a hell of a night. And I'm famished. How about you boys?
You know me, I'm always up for a stiff drink.
I don't think
Well,
we
then,
can hear him yet.
whether they want to eat or not, I meander my sweet spent ass to the bar to wait for somebody to serve me some food.
Oh, you walk up to the bar. The tavern keeper comes up. "What can I get you?"
Eggs.
All
Some
right.
meaty shit. Bread. Probably water to wash my mouth out. Maybe soap and water to wash my hands. It's been a bad night. It's been a real long night. It's been a real long night.
Your friends are in that room.
Huh? Oh?
Told me you would be coming.
Huh?
I will get your stuff. Gonna
Perfect.
take me a bit.
That's
But-
okay, because I'm so tired. I'm just going to sit right here.
He sets a pitcher in front of you of water. He sets a bowl and a towel next to it. Don't get it on the bar, please. And
I
he
try not to,
leaves.
Dennis.
Okay.
Wash my hands and face.
And
I mean, if he only knew where this face has been. This beautiful face.
back to the room, the king stands up.
Hey, Simbir, stop being disrespectful.
You
He's not my king.
can bring the document to the palace when your friend arrives. And he turns and he looks at the door, and he just goes, "Okay." And the door in Kairos, you hear kind of a muffled sound, and the door opens, and one of the knights turns and opens the door, and he walks through, and he starts to walk through the door. He stops and he turns back. "Gentlemen, I do wish you safe journey."
Okay.
Hey, thank you, buddy.
And he looks over at you. "Oh, Lord Kairos." And he walks over and give me a history check.
Okie dokie. I mean, it's pretty obvious he's kind of some big enchilada.
Correct. You just need to know which big enchilada he is.
Ooh, nice.
You do know that this is the king. This is King Ilgard.
Oh, Dennis, then I push my hair back and wipe my hands very quickly. King Elgard, my apologies. I had no idea that it was you.
When Nenny heard Kyrus's name, he popped his head around the corner.
Yep.
And kind of hurried over there because he was gonna, talk to him about his night. And then he notices that Kyrus is a little shamefaced with his appearance, so he reaches over and pressed the digitation.
Shazam!
He's cleaned up, but he is gaunt. Kyrus actually looks like he hasn't ate for like a month almost. I mean, like his cheeks are sunken in a little bit.
Looking
His
like
hair,
Gandhi.
his hair might actually have some streaks of gray in it.
Ooh. Can't have that.
Something's changed him. And you guys can tell that because you've been with him enough for a long period of time that you know, especially Nenny. Nenny, you kind of got that sense of him more than you do with everybody else. But the king looks at you and he goes, I just told your friends what your journey is. That's the first thing. Second thing, I was told you have a document for me.
Yes, we do, about the Duke and Duchess. It's in my room, and I apologize. Can I recover that so you can have it?
Yes, please.
So I will, add a deferential respect between monarchs. Monarch and future monarch. Yeah, Dennis, I'll go recover to where my gear was left and get the documents.
When Kyrus passes by Godorak says, "You look like hell. What happened to you?"
You have no idea.
Okay, I'll look forward to that story.
So Dennis, I'll just go grab it.
Okay. And you get it and bring it back to him, and he takes it and he opens it right there and he reads it. Is everything in this letter true?
Yes.
Yes, I haven't read the letter, but if it says that the Duke made oaths and promises to demons, yes, we have seen the demons. We fought the demons, and what is written therein is true.
Most of us fought the demons.
Most of us, yeah. I wasn't there.
Yeah, the Duchess seems very capable and seems sincere, and I believe that she was misled by not the powers of men or the tongues of men, but by the dark powers granted to her husband by demons.
Okay. So here's the question I have for you. And,
Yes.
and any of you can chime in on this one. I'm assuming you guys are all out there now. She asks and makes a request to stay as Duchess of the Kingdom, and with her captain as her right hand.
Sounds like an affair to me.
What are your feelings towards that? Do you think she can rule fair, or do you think she will be corrupted, or has the ability to be corrupted again?
She was really hot back in the day, and I mean, from one very handsome monarch to another, I feel sometimes like beautiful people should rule. I think she could do a good job.
And her right hand man will be a good leader.
He's a good man.
Yeah.
Yes. You could put him in charge if you want.
Yes, Johann is a very good man, and he cares for the people.
Johann is not of noble birth. I need to think that through.
He stood fast when a demon lord came through a rift and did not flee.
Even Simbir here ran like
I pieced out.
Yeah, Simbir totally ran away.
Yeah.
Total chicken.
Like a little girl.
He probably had to change his shorts too.
He laughs.
That's why I wear black, baby. That's why I wear black.
He laughs a little bit. And give me a religion check, Kyrus, and probably Nenny, since you're probably closer than anybody else.
This is not my yeah, there you go. That's reflective.
Nenny, you notice that the holy symbol he wears around his neck is that of a tree of life, which is for the goddess Viona. And that's what he's wearing around his neck as he's there.
Nice.
All right.
Abukias.
I gave you guys a task. Again, it is completely up to you whether you choose to do it or not. Lord Kyrus, I will let your brother, Prince Xavian, and these gentlemen inform you of what that task is. But honestly, you need to get to a temple. Is all he says.
You noticed?
And he walks away.
As soon as he's out of earshot, then he turns to Kairos. Kairos, I don't think this is how you're supposed to look after what you just went through. It's supposed to be enjoyable. You look terrible. You look
Depends
horrible.
on the lady. Depends on the lady.
Feel terrible, Nettie. I am pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that I just made a mistake.
I thought the husband just said he was gonna watch.
He was tender. I mean, I'm going to be honest. He was a great help. That's besides the point. I mean, listen. I need to get to a temple bad because I'm fairly confident I might have just died.
Hey, Dennis, I'm concerned. Can I do a medicine check to see if there's anything I can do to just give him more energy or help him along to get to the temple?
Yeah.
I'm going to do the same as I'm near him. Although I'm going to let Theron go first.
That's 20, baby.
And I'm going to try and imitate everything Theron does.
So, there's nothing physical wrong with him. It is more spiritual in nature.
Okay. We need to get you to the temple soon. Why don't you eat your breakfast? Let's get you packed and get you out of here.
Yeah.
Do you think you can walk? Can
barely.
you walk?
We got horses, right? Wait, we
Barely.
have horses.
The horses are in the
I
stable.
tried to eat.
The horses are in the stable on the other side of the.
We have our little tokens for the horses.
Oh
Yep.
yeah. Nenny, you like Kairos? Go get his horse.
Go ahead, Simbeer. I gotta talk to Kairos about
I said it first.
our nights. That's
I said
fine.
it first.
I don't care if you said it
Come
first.
on, buddy.
You got longer legs. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's why it's funnier when you go.
Theron, you want to come with me and
Listen.
get the horses?
I'm still faster than you, Simbeer. Even with your longer legs.
I know. That's why it's so great.
Yeah.
You're like
I'll
a
ask,
centipede just running along.
I'll ask Theron if he wants to come and get the horses with me.
Okay.
Because, I
let's
assume Theron likes animals, so,
You can
go
take
see the
We're
horses.
gonna
Xavier
continue
too.
bickering.
Cool. I assume you guys flip us your coins. We'll go get our trusty steeds.
Oh yeah.
I think you
There you
have
go.
all the coins, don't you? Because you're the one who
Oh, yeah, I thought
hired.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's
we
right.
have the coins.
I have on my character sheet valet coin. I don't know if you guys do, but
Yeah, you're the one who did. You're the one
Yeah.
who
You-
had
yeah.
the horses.
Yeah, I took
so
care of
I think
it,
it was
so.
you.
yeah. Okay.
All right, let's go get the horses.
Cool. We go get the horses.
Hey, Kairos. I know you
Yes.
look like crap, but was it worth it?
Nenny, I tried to slay my patron.
Wait, that wasn't your patron. That was a very beautiful woman.
No, there was a demon who showed up that was going to kill the very beautiful woman and her.
No, the demon. That was the husband. You're not supposed to kill the husband.
I didn't kill either of them. In fact, I imagined that I actually saved them.
So wait, you killed the man. Where was I when you're doing this? When you're floating over beds, or people
Yeah.
are floating over beds, or
Yeah.
demons are around, you can't do
Yeah.
that by yourself. We know how this ends.
And again, you see now how it ends. This is how it ends.
Yeah, you look.
Starting to
like
sense a
crap.
pattern here when Kairos sleeps by himself.
If I
It's
was
bad.
there, I would have said this thing.
I mean, it's bad.
Nenny, I think you should start sleeping underneath his bed to make sure that he's okay at night.
I'm sure Simbeer's the one who hides.
Yes, you're the one who likes to hide under beds.
No, but it's not about hiding. It's about being available there.
Yeah, listen, I was plenty available last time. This time, no, that's all on Kairos. Okay, so Kairos, I tried to imitate you. Listen, I tried to go to the land of forks.
And it's a fork?
Then can I roll to see if I actually forked?
Yes, give me a persuasion roll.
Okay. Oh, this is gonna be awesome.
Theron would have given him guidance. Theron would have given him guidance.
Was there forking?
Yes, you did.
There was totally forking. Gotta tell you.
Den, I tear up a little. One, because I'm feeling very weak, and two, because I'm also feeling very, very proud.
It was forking awesome.
Proud parent Kairos moment.
There was an entire place setting there. She just looked at him and went, "It would be knife if I could fork you, sometimes spoon."
I love it. That's awesome.
The dad joke is strong.
The dad joke
is
very
strong with
there.
this one.
That's a PG-13 dad joke.
As Godorak, I need you to give me a perception check.
Oh dear. Oh, that's actually not that bad. Okay, cool. 12.
As you guys are walking towards the stables, and the morning crowds are getting there and set up, you think you see somebody familiar, but it was in passing.
Me?
And as you turn back to see them,
yeah,
they're gone. What you don't know where they went.
Who do I think I saw?
Your old handler
from the Gladiator.
Yes.
Days.
Yes.
Okay. Godorak, you okay? Hey, what are you
yeah. No, nothing. I'm fine. It's fine.
Let's get these horses and get back. We got to get Kairos to the temple right away.
Cool. I'll keep an active eye out, though.
Okay. You get the horses. You guys get back to the inn. Get Kairos loaded on the horse. You head to the temple.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. Get him on.
Yeah, I'm sure we all got some breakfast and cleaned up.
Well, me and you did. They were getting horses.
It's dependent upon them and Kairos whether or not you guys want them to sit and eat. Or you want to hurry to the temple.
Or get like a loaf to go.
I pop a good berry and I give one to Godorak so he's not hungry.
Yeah.
There
you go.
Yeah. Thank you.
Smart move.
So as you guys get to the temple, there is an acolyte standing out front. And he is wearing the sigil of Iona. Can I help you?
I just pointed, Kairos.
And I just weakly wave.
And he looks at you, and he looks at your coloring, and he goes, Kirstis?
Yes.
He points through those doors, third door down, turn left.
Wow, was that a guess?
Well, I do have his holy symbol on my, shield and stuff. So
this guy's good. He's very good.
Is everyone going with Kairos?
No.
I'm gonna go with Kairos.
I assume he's gonna be poked and prodded and asked to turn his head and cough. I'm not going in there.
Yeah, I think Theron should go because he's,
I'm gonna go with him in the temple as basically support, but also watch his back. Something's off.
I'll go in the temple, yes, but not like to his room.
Not the operating room.
I'll be right back.
I'm with you. I'm gonna chill with Godorak in the waiting room.
Hey, Den, as everyone goes, Nenny hangs back a little bit to the person who pointed him out.
Yeah.
Would Nenny know what god Razband served?
Oh, he was Idas, the goddess of magic.
That's what I thought. He's gonna say, "Hey, where might I be able to talk to somebody who worships Idas?"
That's second floor. Go down the hallway to the right, third door on your left.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Then he's gonna go off, and I'll whisper you what I'm gonna do while you're taking care of everyone else.
As Kairos and Theron open the door and enter, you see a very old priest stand. And he looks up and he bows. My Lord Kairos.
And I bow as well.
And he looks at you. I have a feeling you're here to return.
Yes, I believe that. Yes.
And he looks over at Theron. Sir, I appreciate you bringing your friend in. The rites that are about to be performed are only available and viewable by those who worship Kirstus and are of his knighthood, such as Lord Kyrus, or of the clergy, such as myself. I ask you to step outside.
And that is fine with me. And then I reach in my robe, and I actually have the holy symbol of Iona, and I step outside the door.
Okay.
And I'm waiting in the hallway.
And the old priest, mentions for you, and he walks over and points to the chair that sits in front of his fireplace, and he sits on the other side. Sit, my son.
Yeah, Dennis, I collapse into the chair.
Okay. As you collapse in the chair, he looks at you. We're all led astray at one point or the other. You just went a little further than we thought you would.
I think I was a bit persuaded by the power that was going to be required to defeat the extraordinary evil that plagues this land, and fighting evil with evil is no way to beat it.
Correct. The question I have for you, are you willing to accept Kirstus in all your glory?
Of course.
He stands up and he walks over to you, and he unzips, like unties his robe and takes it off, and he's got...
I had a Catholic priest moment, and I'm going to be honest, it's a little awkward there.
He's got his chainmail and a tabard on. He is a knight of Kirstus as well. And so he walks over and he grabs a bottle, and it's glowing blue. And he brings it over to you, and he hands it to you. Says, drink up. And then he pulls out his holy symbol. And as you start to... Do you tilt it back and drink it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. As you tilt it back and drink it, he places his hand upon your shoulder. But his tabard and his chain isn't like full sleeve chain. It's like a half shirt. So his arms, which are fully inked up, full tattoos, they start glowing, and you start hearing humming, and you start hearing him pray. And as he prays, your vision goes into a complete tunnel vision. The liquid starts to course through your body, and you get ice cold, like you feel when you're swimming in a cold ocean. And then you start hearing the sounds of water running and bubbling and everything else. Then you start hearing the sounds of whales echoing throughout your head. You hear the chirping of dolphins. You hear seagulls. You hear the rush of the wind. You hear cells slapping. You hear sailors. All this noise is coming by you, and it's fast. And all of a sudden, in a quick rush, a man stands before you. And that man is very tall, 10, 11 feet tall. Long beard, blue skin, gray hair, golden trident. And he looks at you. Iris, my son, you have strayed from my path.
If I haven't kneeled, I am kneeling.
You kneel down. I am about to grant you something. Something that is needed for your upcoming battle. But you stray from the path again, you will lose everything.
It is
Do
my
I-
oath that I will devote myself to not only your tenets, but to the liberation of those who have suffered and those who need to be freed. And I will bring destruction in your name to those who would oppose righteous causes.
So it is done. And he takes the trident and he reaches down and he touches your holy symbol with it. And you feel an immense rush slam you. And you're on your knees and it throws you up, back arch, pain. It's a glorious pain. It doesn't hurt. It feels good. And it runs through your system. You are now 7th level as a paladin. And everything
Repentance,
starts,
baby.
your vision starts to clear. You're down on your hands and knees. The priest still has his hand on your shoulder. And he looks at you. Our Lord has given you a second chance. Don't waste it. And he lets his hand off. And as you look at him, he actually looks like he is aged like 10 years in that moment. And he collapses in his seat and looks at you.
If I may, Den.
Yep.
You want to run some tests?
What's that?
You know, just the...
Assemble the suit while you're at it. Put it together now. I don't want to hear it, Jarvis.
Oh. Yes, kind of that.
That tastes like coconut.
I just see the Twitch stream.
Wow, yeah!
Kind of like that.
Kind of like that. Kind of like that.
Yep. So, and he sits down and he's like, don't let your father win. It will destroy this world. And he just passes out. Right there.
Dan, I just lean back as well, put my hands across my chest, and have myself the world's most deserved siesta.
Okay. Theron, all you've heard a yell and a scream, and then it's silence. That's what you've heard. And it wasn't like the scream was cut off. It was just like it happened and it went long and then it just kind of died down. It wasn't like an abrupt cut off. It just died down. And you heard talking after it died down and then it went silent.
I'm very familiar with rituals, and I think out of respect, I'm just gonna wait a few more minutes to see if anything happens before I'm gonna respect and not walk in there.
Yeah. No, nothing happens after a couple of minutes.
But I am standing right by the door.
Yeah. I'll keep you there. Nenny, as you walk into the room, a bald-shaven man stands up and looks at you. Can I help you?
Yeah. Listen, you actually kind of look like a guy I'd like to talk to. I don't know how to do this. I'm kind of new to this. His name was Razban. Do you know Razban at all? He was on a different place, but you know Razban.
We of the Brotherhood do know who he is and who he is now.
Perfect. Is there any way to get a message to him, or talk to him, or commune with him at all?
No. He will make himself known when he is needed the most.
All right. Well, you see, Razban was a dear friend, and he used to do some pretty amazing stuff for our group. And now that he's gone, I was hoping that maybe I could learn a little bit of what he was doing to maybe take that role on for our group. If I can't talk to him or send a message or anything, is there anybody or anything that I could take with me that might help me to learn how to give tattoos?
Not unless you're willing to join the faith.
Well, I might be willing. I don't know what that at all entails. As I mentioned, I'm new to this.
It'll be education that you will need from us. You will devote your time and effort to the goddess, and you will worship magic from here on out. It's a calling, and I can sense that you aren't really called to it yet. You just want to be able to provide help.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking to accomplish right now. Is there anything I could at least start to learn and decide if it's a calling that I want?
It's an all or none situation.
All right, Razzie, if you're hearing me, help me out. Is this something I should do?
Nothing. No response. Nothing.
All right. I just need to talk to one of you guys when I'm ready.
Yep.
Okay. All right. If you guys hear from him, tell him I need to talk to that guy.
If you need a tattoo, we are always here, willing to help.
So Razban used to check to see if I need a tattoo. Do I need a tattoo? Can you tell me?
Oh, I can tell you don't.
Well, fine. All right. Thank you, guys.
And he bows a little bit and nods as you leave.
Yeah. Then he's defeated as he walked away.
Yep.
On his way out, though.
Just so you know, the only way you're going to get that is if you become a first level cleric of Itis. Just let you know.
I had a feeling. So Nenny is gonna drag his feet, but he's gonna look at any books that he sees on his way out and see if there's anything on tattooing.
No.
Okay.
It's a very plain quarters there.
Okay. Then he'll slowly make his way back to everyone else.
So when I answered your text message, just so you know.
Yeah.
How long do you sleep? That's going to be the important question.
I don't know. I mean, whenever I wake up awesome again.
I mean, it could be a 5-minute nap. It could be a 10-minute nap. It could be a 20-minute nap. It could be an 8-hour nap.
I've heard that 20-minute naps are the most refreshing. So probably a 20-minute nap.
Okay.
So, Nanny, as you walk down, Simbir, where the hell are you? And Godorak.
We're probably just chilling outside or right inside. Like, is there
there's like a waiting room?
They're not even a waiting room.
Like
is there like a church hall with pews and stuff like that where we can just kind of sit and chill? In the back?
Play some dragon chess.
Yeah, there's kind of
there you go.
A place there. So, Nenny, as you walk down, you know that Godorak and Simbir went to hang out in the chapel, and Theron went with Kyrus. Xavian is with those two as well in the chapel. Where are you going?
I'm gonna go back kind of to that front area, and I'm assuming the chapel's in one direction, and Theron and Kyrus are a different direction.
You're gonna cross the chapel. You'd have to cross the chapel to go to where Kyrus and Theron are.
Okay. Well, on the way, if I see anybody, I'm actually going to ask if there is a library anywhere near. And if the answer is no, then I'll probably make my way to Theron and Kyrus.
Yeah, not here in the temple, but there is a library here in the city.
All right. Do you know where that's at?
It's over kind of by the arena. So it's very small. You actually be better served hunting the different bookshops. It's more of a public library, I guess, for kids and families and things like that.
All right, well, I'll ask the king. I'll see if he can help me. He and I are kind of tight, just so you know. Came into my bedroom the other night. It was cool.
I'm sure. Like, he's looking at you going, yeah, crazy halfling.
He laughs with him.
I'm sure.
He did. I promise. Yeah, it happened. Anyways, I continue on. I'll probably go to Kairos and them.
You go, Theron's at the door, and that's what you walk up to Theron sitting in front of a door.
Yep.
And it's probably been 10 minutes since the silence has happened and everything, Theron.
Hey, I look at Nenny and I go, did you get what you were trying to do?
No. Stupid holy stuff never works out the way I want it to.
It's getting kind of quiet in there. I'm getting a little concerned. It's been quiet for about 10 minutes. There was some screaming and some talking, and all of a sudden it just stopped.
Then he just walks into the door. I don't know if it's locked or not.
You go to open it, and it does not move. In fact, the door doesn't even rattle.
Do you want me to go? Do you want me to go check on him?
Actually, let me try something. And I reach into my bag and I pull out my bag of tricks and I pull out a fuzzball and I turn it into a weasel and send the weasel under the door.
As he tries to go under the door, he's stopped.
I could probably just take it down.
Hold on. Let's. We have to still respect. This is the temple. Do you want to go relay this to the guys? I don't want to leave the door. Or maybe find another priest.
Listen, the priests aren't very helpful here. Trust me, I've already tried. They're not doing anything. Where are the guys?
I think they're in the church hall.
You just passed right by him, Nenny.
I know.
Oh.
All right, I'll go get the guys. Nenny's just he's hanging his head. His hopes were dashed.
And he's really bummed.
Yeah, he is. Eventually he finds them.
Okay.
Like, hey guys. So Kairos is in a room with some priest dude, and apparently there was some screaming. I actually didn't ask what kind of screaming it was, and then it went silent, and Theron's getting a little.
Does anybody come out of the room?
No.
Okay, I'll get up and I'll immediately just like find a priest and be like, "Hey, our buddy," and I'll explain what happened. Be like, "Can you check and see what's going on in there? Please make sure they're okay."
Since this is a temple for all religions, I'm going to have you do a roll for me.
Okay. What do you want me to
Oh
do?
my goodness, for which priest it is? Goddess of death! Goddess of death!
What?
Give me a die 20.
Okay.
Please be a good one.
16.
So you walk up to a gentleman. He's got a flaming anvil on his holy symbol.
Yeah. I like ambles.
Yeah. And
And flames. Yeah.
he goes, and it's a dwarf actually.
Okay.
It's a short dwarf, red beard, red hair, full decked out in full plate, warhammer at his side. Like, can I help you?
Yeah, I explained what happened. My friend went in there to get treated for something, and we heard some screaming, and now nobody's come out of the room for a while. Can you either you or can you grab somebody and go check on them?
What priest did you go see?
I don't know. I've not.
Curse this. Oh, I don't know if you know.
Yeah, where's Theron? I don't know, but our friend, my friend.
I can show you, little guy. Let's go this way.
He looks at you and he's like, yeah, no. The alarms haven't gone off. So
There's alarms? I don't know.
we have alarms. We're alarmed here.
Okay.
You're alarmed? What's got you on
If
edge?
there's alarm, no mystical alarms have gone off. There's been no warnings whatsoever of any kind of incursion into the temple. Your friend's safe.
Okay. I look at
It
Nenny
wasn't
and
an
I goes,
incursion.
probably nothing. I'm gonna
He
go
looks
back
at you,
to my
Nenny, and
game
he's like,
of
"What?"
Dragon Chess with Simbir.
Yep, we're just playing some chess.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
said,
think
what
you
if
need to
it?
roll another D20, find another priest.
What if it wasn't an incursion? What if it was,
Yeah.
it's just something that happened that's not
I'm
fall
just
under
Gonna kind
incursion?
of be like whatever and kind of go play. Simbir, you
Kinda
want
looks at
intelligence?
The alarms
Yeah.
didn't go off. Your friend's okay.
Ooh, good move.
As
Oh,
Nenny
wow.
walks away, he kind of kicks the ground. I told you.
You got me
they
there.
aren't helpful. Nobody here's helpful.
Dude, we're just simple,
All
we're
right.
simple folk trying to play some chess.
Iris, you wake up. You're like, oh. You do feel like you've been in the saddle for like days. It's your body's sore. You feel beat up, but you are definitely refreshed, and you're not worn out anymore. And you look down, and the old man is still snoring.
Well, perfect. I slowly make sure that he is in a safe place to continue sleeping. I'll adjust his body the littlest bit and set down the decanter that had the blue liquid.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll grab Hyperion's blade and wander back out to find my homies.
There, and the door opens, and there he is. And he looks a hell of a lot better.
Rejuvenated.
Would Nenny have made
And
it
you
back?
can see
right?
the relief.
Yeah.
You can see the relief in Theron's face. And he just kind of puts his hand on your shoulder and just kind of gives you that nod.
And he's got
Hey.
my favorite paladin ability of all time, Aura of Protection. Godarek makes it his personal mission to always stay within 10 feet of Kairos.
My aura is now like super, super, super moralizing and sexy.
As Nenny walks up, he's kind of mumbling to himself. Stupid priest.
Yeah, unless otherwise discussed, Godarek is now always within 10 feet of Kairos, like a little,
Hey, Godarek.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, not Godarek. You're not there. Hey, Darren. I told you the priests aren't helpful, but it looks like Kairos is fine. Hey, you look pretty good, dude. What happened to you?
Thank you, brother.
He looks very good.
Yeah. What happened to you? Like, whatever you got, I want some of it.
Well, I have new purpose.
Okay.
New purpose. Feel stronger. To be honest, I feel stronger. New
That's good.
purpose.
So let's regroup with the other guys outside and let's figure out what we're gonna do next.
Agreed. You're good friends. You are. You're good friends. I appreciate both of you very much.
Thanks, Kairos.
Gonna give him the old hey.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Denton, because they're midgets. I pull my arms out and kind of, like a mother, pushing her little chicks along.
I love it.
Who
All
else
right.
is a midget? Isn't
you-
it just me?
I mean, wood elves are kind of midgets. I mean, they're
Relatively not tall.
Yeah.
Average, basically. Kairos is just huge. Well, future.
Future.
It's true. Yeah, it's true.
Especially
No,
now.
it's
He's not,
not what I-
you know,
It's not what I saw.
all gaunt.
But I'm just sexier.
So Godarek wants to go plunder a dungeon.
Yeah, we should go.
Yeah.
Let's go fight something. There's a basement we gotta go into, right? To get to some water to take a drink or something.
Yeah.
So
and go get magic
do we
items.
want to do what the king wants us to do, or do we want to do what everybody was talking about last night?
Why,
All
what
the
was-
different
The
adventures.
king promised magical items. So
and
Take
glory
care.
one
for
of
the
those
realm,
magical items is a pearl. Seems silly.
And
I
are
guess we
these
should-
items
we
to
should
help
go there.
the issues with Kyrus' parents? Is that why we need them?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know about you guys, but
You
I
guys
want to blow
haven't
some
told
steam off.
Kyrus
Yeah.
anything.
Kyrus, there's a crown involved in this quest that we've been given by the king.
Magic crown.
And a
Magic
trident.
crown.
And a trident, yeah, and I assume both of those.
And a pearl.
I assume you
Which
might
seems
be
like the
interested
Abukias
in
of
a
magical
crown.
items.
Is he listening? I'm not sure.
I'm listening.
Is Kyrus
Then-
interested in a crown?
Of course.
Okay.
Nenny tells Kyrus everything and shows pictures. He's like, listen, we had this dream. We were all underwater. It was kind of cool. It reminded me of this time when Simbir and I went under the water. Have I told you guys this story before? We went underwater and we were putting this treasure all in a bag, and all of a sudden, poof. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. So we were underwater, and he shows he does little pictures from the dream we had to let him see the dream. Then he tells him about the king coming in and telling us about this magical, powerful being that got trapped down there with everything else when the ocean receded, essentially. So he passes that all off and says, hey, so basically, Lord Kyrus, we're supposed to go and get you a crown and a new trident. I know you kind of like that sword, but maybe this trident will be better. And then a pearl. And I'm really confused that, Simbir doesn't want the pearl, because I remember him going after a gem that we all told him not to, and he got fried for it. Like, this pearl is going to be worth more
Little
than
different.
some stupid gem.
Rubies are worth more than pearls, guy. Come on.
Not a magical one.
Especially big fat rubies. Big fat rubies and big fat statues are big fat worth a lot.
Yeah, but you got fried. Was it worth it?
Super worth it. Remember the money we got for it? You're welcome, by the way.
It wasn't like any money. It was next to nothing.
You're welcome.
Anyway, pearl, Kyrus.
Let's
Pearl.
do it.
And the money guy doesn't want it, so I guess you can have it.
Listen, the thing is that he said the pearl was gonna do something. Pearls, in my experience, what they do is they rest on countesses and duchesses' necks as a part of some kind of necklace,
And
and then I steal it and then I sell it. So if that's the purpose, awesome.
Guess what? You just listed one of Kyrus's favorite places.
Pearls?
No,
Women.
that's just his neck.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is PG-13, boys.
Specifically, though.
Dennis got that one.
Yeah. I knew it. I knew
I
what
was
you're.
getting it way back when they were talking about it. I was waiting for one of them
We
or
were putting down.
somebody to take it and run with it.
No, I was not going.
No.
I was not going to go there. All right.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
No?
I think we should decide where we want to go.
You should go get that crown. There's probably things to fight along the way, right?
I don't know if Kyrus is ready for that. He looks a lot better, but guys, he went through something rough last night.
Let's do this. Hey, Kyrus, you ready to go?
I was born ready.
Yeah, he's back. Let's go.
All
Did
right.
you give us directions to where we need to go to the underground temple?
I see.
I think we
gave
have to go to him. Oh, did he give us the map? I
Yeah.
thought we had
Yeah.
to go to him and get the map.
No, he gave you the map.
Who's got
Do we
the-
want to stop at the market before we leave?
Yeah, I would like to get some potions.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm
I
up
don't
for
want-
getting some
I don't want-
potions, and then I want to see if I can buy any more diamonds.
That'd be good for when Kyrus falls down again.
It is the
Well-
capital city, so you can
Ooh,
pretty
magical
much
items?
find what you need potion-wise. Diamond-wise is easy too because you're near the mountains and mines and things like that.
Den, I
Magical
do.
Items?
Nenny does want to, anywhere we go where he sees books, he's going to go in and see if he can find anything on tattooing.
Okay. As far as magic items, it's going to be hit or miss. It's
Roll of the dice, huh?
the wizards around in this world don't necessarily open shop and say, "Hey, here, buy my +1 sword" type scenario. It's more They're used to imbue magical weapons and armor for the military and for the kingdoms.
Can
But
I get them to imbue some of my weapons?
for the right price,
Sweet.
and if you're willing to leave it with them for a while, it's not a instantaneous thing.
Less sweet, but still sweet.
Well, what I'm looking for is some healing potions, maybe some greater healing, and
Okay.
then I would like to get 200 gold worth of diamonds.
200 gold worth of diamonds are pretty good and easy to find, but they're really not charging 200 for them. They're charging 250. There's a markup.
I'll take it.
I want to try to find a wizard that will imbue one of my daggers with some poison stuff, if possible.
All right, so 250 gold. So now I have enough diamonds to resurrect twice.
Good.
Ooh, look at this boy.
How many potions are we buying?
But is that possible though, Den? To because I have a poison vial and I have my dagger, and I'm just wondering if I can
You want to find an artificer for that.
magically put that shit on there for longer than a minute.
You want to find an artificer instead of a wizard.
Are there any artificers?
They're rare in this area,
Dang it.
but
I'm gonna ask
Might.
around. I'm gonna ask around.
Potion of Greater Healings are 200 gold each.
I'll take 2.
That's 4d4 plus 4, right?
Yes, I think
I'll
so.
take 2. Maybe
they-
so I can shove them down Nenny's throat.
Are there any potions of superior healing around? That would be 48 plus 8, or excuse me, 8d4 plus 8.
Yeah, but they're about 2,000 to 2,500 gold.
Ugh.
Who you get it from?
So I'm gonna discount the 400 gold though and just have the 2 greater healings.
Okay.
I'm going to get 2 greater healings as well.
Me as
Okay.
well. If that's okay. They have enough.
Yeah, it is. There is more than enough for you guys.
How much?
He's got a good stock.
How much did you say they were? 200 each?
200 each.
All right, so I'll take off 400.
2
I mean, you guys should all have more than enough gold.
great.
Oh yeah.
Except for Godorak, because he paid for plate mail he's never received yet.
Yeah, I'm adding that
Oh,
as well.
snap. Okay, I've got 2 potions. Yeah, 2 potions now, so that's awesome.
It was 400
I
gold.
was out. Yeah, 200 apiece.
Okay, done. That didn't even dead.
So, Caleb, you find somebody. You're
Mhm.
directed to a gentleman.
Excellent.
I have a potion here.
He will do what you want.
Okay,
It'll cost 500 gold,
sweet.
but it's going to take 80 hours for him to work on it.
Well, we gotta go questing anyway, so can I just leave? Because I have serpent's poison or serpent's venom and a dagger that I can leave with him. So
You can do that.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Just to so I'll take those out of my inventory. And I'll just write a little note just saying I'm waiting 80 hours for that.
Yep.
Okay. So bye dagger.
Are there any common magic items for sale, like a movable rod or
Not an immovable rod.
That's golden. And remove. Actually, I actually have 4 serpent venoms. I'm just gonna give him 1.
That's all he needs.
Yep, great. And then 500 gold.
Yep.
Spectacular.
What
Dan,
are
you
you?
say the greater potion?
Yes.
Oh, 200 gold for greater potions?
Yes.
And then what's the cost to do 20 arrows with that same venom? Or even just give me a 10 price for 10, price for 20, and I'll save them for a special occasion.
So every 4 arrows would be 500 gold.
Okay, every 4. Oh my gosh. Okay.
So you're spending
I'll do the 10.
2,500 gold if you want to do the entire.
Yeah.
Literally.
I want to do just the 10, so the 1250. Right?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
1,000. Yeah, 1,250 is right.
I thought,
Yep.
yeah, because it's half of the 2,500. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So 1250, and then one more vial.
2 vials
two.
went to those. 2 vials go to that 10.
2 vials go to the 10. Okay.
Actually,
Wait, what did you just buy?
2.5 vials go to that 10.
Sorry, what was that? 2.5?
2.5 vials would go to that 10.
Okay. So if I only have 3, then I probably have to leave all 3.
Correct.
Okay. All right.
Are there any potions of water breathing around for sale?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
How much they're uncommon? 1 hour.
Not a bunch.
Yeah.
3.
Just want one in case of emergency. How much?
And
200?
then
200 just like a healing potion? Or...
With
move.
with them being
Sweet.
tough to
I
find.
have some poison arrows, boys.
Nice.
Where did it go?
Oh, by the way, Den,
Yes.
I know last time after listening, I got like a silver mug or something for winning
Flask.
my.
Yeah.
It was a
Flask.
flask. What does that do? I'm sure I would have asked Avian.
Give me a second and I'll tell you.
Okay, I know you're looking something else up,
Oh.
so feel free.
We also need to
Eventually
find
I'll
a
ask about
cleric.
the amulet, but we're not gonna do that.
I see
That
that I
one-
got that guy's
that one's
jawbone
200
in my
gold.
bag.
Okay. The one, the water breathing potion.
Yeah, water breathing.
All right.
How many of those are there?
1.
Just one? Okay.
Yep.
And Godorak, you're buying it?
Yep.
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 All right, guys, we got to find a cleric too.
Yeah.
What do you need from the cleric?
We have the Duke's lower jawbone still. We wanted to
Yeah.
see what attacked him and what happened.
What attacked him?
Or what the hell happened.
Okay.
What he saw.
Well, you guys just left the temple.
Yeah, but I just looked at my bag. I forgot.
He's digging through the bag of holding. He's like, oh, job.
Oh, crap!
Nice.
Me get to where I wanted to get for your. So Nenny's flask. It's a weird flask.
Okay.
It's more of a joke than anything else, but it'll also help you. It consumes any liquid placed inside of it.
Is it something that I can look up?
No.
Okay.
So we could slowly drain lakes. Guys, no need for those water breathing potions. We'll just eventually get down there.
Yeah, hold your breath that long.
No, you just dip it in.
And what other items do you guys get? Because there's been enough time that ritualistic Xavier have helped you guys identify.
I had that bronze amulet.
Yeah, my brooch. I need to remember exactly. Like, do you have a homebrew item that I can link to in my sheet?
I'd have to make it.
That's okay.
My bronze amulet with the laughing faces on it.
So he tells you it's an amulet of cackling.
What?
An amulet of cackling. So anyone who laughs within 15 feet of you when you wear it must make a DC 12 wisdom saving throw or laugh uncontrollably for 10 minutes.
Nenny's gonna make some saves. I know it.
What if I laugh?
You're fine.
Yeah. Oh, sweet. Putting it on.
But think about this. if you have somebody that has the ability to use hideous laughter,
Mm-hmm.
and you're wearing the amulet, it
AoE.
enhances it. And you got the brooch that makes you invisible, but none of your clothing.
Right.
So if you
Right.
want to,
That's right. That's
you want to
right.
walk around, you got to be naked.
Or swim.
Unless you want to go with the
I can go
invisible
skinny
man.
dipping.
Yep. Anything else? Darren, did you win anything? No?
No, I think the other one
got
that
his.
Xavier got his.
Do you have any?
Okay.
I was gonna say, Simbeer, do you want to like look for bracers of archery, like +2 on all damage
Oh,
rolls?
yeah, that's a good idea. Yes,
See if they're-
I would like to
if
look
they've
for
got
some
any.
of those. I mean, I just spent a lot of gold, but I would be happy to look for those.
The guy doesn't have them, but I could make them. It would be cost of materials plus my time and effort. You're looking right around 2,700 gold.
I don't have that kind of money. Unless you're willing to take a rapier +1 and nothing else.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
You don't want to try and persuade him into that?
I mean, I want to try to persuade
my
him
good
into
man.
building it,
have
and then
you
I'll
seen
just
this +1 rapier.
yeah, sure. Sure, I'll try to persuade him into that. I mean, have you seen this rapier? It's the best
Theron's gonna help you with
rapier
that too, right?
around. Nope.
Nope.
He's not taking that
No.
shit.
Roll.
He did.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
It's a 5.
Oh, okay.
You're not buying that bullshit.
Yeah,
But I
no.
will.
Yeah, sorry, sir. That is a standard rapier. It was
not-
probably made by a goblin that was given a blessing. I mean, it has never matched the quality of the bracers of archery that I would provide for you. In fact, I mean, you're lucky I don't charge you 3,000 gold for the bracers.
You
Just
seem
for
very
trying to
unreasonable.
insult me in saying your rapier was the equivalent of my work.
You're very unreasonable. I respect that.
Thank you. I try to be at times.
You're a good man. You're a good man, and don't let me tell you otherwise, even though I want to.
All right. Anything else you guys need?
So, Dan, I have the what was the jade? There were two things. There was the goblets.
Oh, the stuff from the way back when.
Yeah, the figurine and the goblets from. I wrote the guy's name down.
Yeah, I know where you're at. Give me
The priest. Good. What's his name?
They're not magical. They're just worth selling.
And then let's sell them. Leveram Goodshire.
Yep.
And then remember, we still have all those gems and stuff that you never gave us.
Yep.
Total for what those are. So if Theron is looking for gems and any of these might qualify for the gems he's looking for, then I'll just give them to him. And if not, then I'll sell the gems and donate and split it up through the party, along with the goblets and the figurine.
Whoa.
Yeah, we got gem, gold pieces, platinum pieces. I don't think we ever were told how many gold and how many platinum. Green jade, dragon, gems.
Mm-hmm.
Because I still have stuff from the very beginning. Like I have a chunk of quartz and I have 8 bloodstones. I still have that kind of stuff. I got all kinds of weird stuff in here I've been collecting.
All right. So
the only other thing would be like if they have sending stones
or gloves of swimming and climbing,
right, or a hat of water breathing. Yeah.
Or air bubble helmets, or
Nenny is
magical,
gonna. Yeah, Nenny's
magical
gonna also.
shields.
Nenny's gonna
Hey,
look for a
Dennis?
magical quarterstaff.
Is there any place that sells like plants or seeds, like botany?
Oh yeah.
I need to go there, and I'm looking for some different types of seeds.
Slippers of
Okay.
spider climbing would be amazing.
So I'm looking for watermelon seeds. I'm looking for hogweed seeds and snapdragon seeds.
I'll have to see the. Give me a second on that.
Yeah.
The as you go to
I'm looking
sell.
for. Yeah.
No, go ahead. What do you?
Oh no. Go ahead. I was just gonna say I got a bunch of just different types of plants and seeds that I'm looking for.
Okay. Are they for spells or what are they for?
So I've been reading up on Druidcraft,
Yep.
and if I have seeds and I Druidcraft the seeds, it get crazy. And
Okay.
especially since Druidcraft's cantrip.
Okay. I'll have to look into it. And I'll tell you which ones you can find and which ones you can't.
I mean, we gotta have watermelon seeds. Come on.
Yeah, watermelon seeds and snapdragon are pretty common.
Yeah.
Kyrus, as you go to sell the silver chalice, the wizard goes, hold on. This is magical. Are you aware of that?
I don't know. Xavier didn't tell us it was magical because the didn't.
Because Xavier wasn't with you when you got it.
Mm.
Oh, I mean, I told Nick and I had talked about having him look through all that stuff.
Okay. So,
Sorry.
yeah, I didn't know that. So the chalice is unique. It is when it is filled with liquid, be it water, wine, ale, or anything. It converts the liquid into the equivalent of a holiness potion, which allows you to convert any damage you do to radiant damage for 5 turns.
Then not selling that. That's awesome, and it stays with Daddy.
What does it do?
It converts
Radiant
when you
damage.
pour a liquid into it and you drink the liquid. It converts the liquid into a holiness potion, which then basically what it does is all damage you do for the next 5 turns is radiant damage.
Okay.
So if you need to take a potion, dump that shiz, boom.
It has
Get
to be
crazy.
it has to be quaffed immediately, directly from the chalice. It can't
That's
be
what I'm
like
saying. You dump the potion into the chalice and then you.
Yep.
Got it.
So it's a chalice of holiness potion. It's a homebrew item. I'll
Okay.
have to create it in D&D
Cool. Yes.
and
Please.
Beyond for you. I'll have to create most of your guys' stuff in D&D Beyond. But if you write them down for right now as notes,
Yeah.
I'll go into them and look at them.
Yeah, I couldn't find anything on the arrows adding venom, so it probably have to be a custom item.
Right.
there.
Yep. So, what other items? There's the seeds.
Yeah, we can find any magical armor. Like a sentinel shield, Dennis. A sentinel shield would be fantastic.
That is not.
Is there any boots or anything like that?
mean,
or?
You know, it's not even. It's just barely uncommon. It's not even rare.
It's more. It's tough to find like weapons and armor in this area, right? The king just kind of like keeps them reserved for his troops
Mm-hmm.
and that aspect. As far as clothing, most of the people that do clothing really, I mean, you can find really nicely made clothing, but nothing that's been imbued with magic around here.
What about any wondrous items that just kind of catch our eye?
No.
Okay.
Even though it's a capital city kind of up and away from major trade routes and stuff like that.
Would Would there be a magical quarterstaff I might find somewhere?
Ooh.
No.
Well, poop. What about a silvered quarterstaff?
You can have it made, but it'll take a little bit.
All right, I'm going to ask for it to be made.
Okay. The weaponsmith will make it for you, and it'll be ready when you come back from your journey.
Okay.
Sick.
You guys got everything you need?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Okay.
Everything I can afford.
Hold on. Let's make sure we have all the, normal stuff too. 10-foot pole, rations, pittance, rope, all that crap. Check your character sheets.
Oh, I'm going to buy some more rope, honestly.
Okay.
Not a bad idea, actually.
Because I
I've been
lost
eating
mine.
good berries. They've been taking care of me.
Hammer, pittance, rations. Still got my rope.
Holy shit!
What?
I just looked at my plus 12 charisma saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's sick.
Yeah, and you give everybody else +3 if we're 10 feet of you to any saving throw. I love that.
Is it 3 or 4?
It's 3. I checked. It's because your charisma bonus is +3.
Oh, mine's plus 4.
It is? Well, then it's +4. Even better.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
hey,
my
Plus
God.
4, and then I'll cast guidance too.
Bro, that's
Oh.
fry funny. Charisma plus 12.
dude, that's why I love level 6 paladins. As soon as they get aura of protection, I'm just like, as a fighter, I'm like, hey, I'm your personal bodyguard. Just FYI. Like,
That's cool. Dennis, did you see I picked up Primordial?
I'm looking at what you've added.
I was gonna say, do you have that other class in there on purpose?
I
Yes.
do.
Cool.
So I'll be going Sorcerer with Storm Sorcery for Kirstis, and it'll all be Thunder and Lightning for the next, whatever levels.
Oh, cool. You're Thor.
Nice.
You got to understand, Kirstis is the god of the sea and storms.
Nice.
So
They kind of figure we're going underwater, so, why not?
That's pretty sick.
And then I took Oath of Devotion. There's going to be some ass whooping.
that's a good oath to take now, especially once you've found your way back. I am devoted to Kirstis.
I'm a good boy again.
I actually like. Actually, I'm going to say this. I admire the fact he took that oath.
Bro, it breaks my character because, no shiz, by 15th level, I was doing 400 and something points of damage with that Hexblade crap.
But now it's gone.
But so
I'll still do a lot. I'll still do 200-300 plus. I'll Nova the hell out of stuff. It'll be bad.
and we're headed. Got all your stuff? We're headed to the place.
Can
you
I buy
need to go?
seeds? Or how do we want to work the seeds?
I'll get you. I'll let you get them. You got more than enough money. I just got to
I'm
find
pretty
out. I got to find out cost for you.
All right.
So it's gonna take me a while. It's something I can't do.
No, that's fine.
Off
So
the top.
I'll buy a pack of seeds for each one of those. Whatever a pack is, like if there's 10 on a pack or whatever it is. Maybe we'll go buy a watermelon. I'll just eat a watermelon and get those.
I'll eat some watermelon.
All right, yeah, just figure it out and then we'll play through it.
Yeah, I got to go through and find the seeds and all that fun stuff. And they're not in Beyond or anything else like that. So I got to go look at some alternate sites out there to find them.
Yeah, and these are real plants. I mean, these are legit plants, and you'll recognize a lot of them when you see the pictures of them.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So are you guys on your way to the tomb?
I would assume so.
Yeah, I hope so.
Well,
Then
do we
I
want to
missed-
see what the jawbone's going to say, or do we want to just go for it and do that later?
See
I'm not
what-
even sweating it. I would rather go.
All right.
In fact, to be
He,
honest, I don't
he,
know.
King accepted the note, right? So let's job on it
Yeah.
up later.
Let's go.
Den, did you see my whisper?
Yeah, did you see mine back?
Dang it. All right. Yeah. And then he doesn't know he's looking for those.
Yeah.
Oh. Dennis, I do
Yeah.
need to, before we go, I actually do need to talk to the king.
Okay.
If that's even possible.
Oh,
We
you
don't
can
need
use
to talk to
audio.
the king.
You're Prince.
Oh, you guessed.
We don't need to talk to the king. Let's just go do this. Hey, Kyrus, let's just get it done.
Yeah, no, I need to do this.
We'll
Okay.
talk to him after.
Dennis, yeah. So, Dan, I'll just text you, and you can text me back.
Okay.
Hey, Lord Kyrus, please,
We don't chip.
please. Hey, please, Kyrus, look at me. Please do not try and seduce his daughters or his wife or
Oh
his
man,
aunts
dude.
or
Why not his
anybody.
daughters?
Ladies.
Why not his daughters? There's no big deal. He's it's queen. Every king
He
needs
is
a
of
queen.
noble blood,
Don't.
so I mean
Yeah.
that's kind of like
Don't,
that's okay.
Kyrus. We don't have
Ooh,
time for this.
here. Hold up. How about one of his concubines?
Don't touch any woman that is related to the king in any way, shape, or form right now. Later
Concubine's
you
not
can do
related.
that. There is a relationship that is there,
But they're not related.
but there's a relationship.
Is there?
Yeah, it's called a relationship. It's a secret
You're
one.
called a
Anyway.
relationship.
That doesn't even
It's
make
not too
any
secret.
sense. Listen, Symbir, go to your corner. All right. Hey,
Nenny.
Kyrus,
Nenny.
just don't.
Nenny.
What?
Kyrus has needs.
I know, and there's lots of women here. I mean, did you see what his needs did to him last night? Yeah, it was
I feel like that was a little different.
Well, you don't even know the story, so
I'm just saying. I've seen him bed a lot of women. That shit ain't never happened before. Something was probably different.
yeah, something was wrong. But leave the queen alone. Leave the princesses alone. Okay?
For now.
Yes, for now, Kyrus. Let's just. I know you. We gotta focus. That's it. That's all.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to tell you here, so I don't have to text it, but he will take it from you and say, when you return, I will have something in kind.
More than acceptable.
Okay.
Sounds like he's not talking to the queen.
Are we all there with him?
No.
No, never mind. Disregard.
Yeah, while you guys are shopping for goodies.
All right. As you guys travel, you come to the tomb. They call it the Moon Tomb. In reality, they call it the Moon Tomb because it shines brightly. Somebody has laid bronze around the entranceway that picks up the moonlight and reflects it back, and it lets you know. And it's pitch black when it's a new moon, blindingly light when it's a full moon. And it's not a full moon right now, it's a half moon. And as you guys go in and the stairs drop down, it takes you into an area. And this, I'm going to do this first.
Dungeon. Ooh. All right, we can see everything, or I can at least.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, because it reflects the light.
Just making sure, and we see the
Cool.
numbers.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
All right, cool. And we see the secret door.
Yep, I'm fine with that.
All right, cool.
While we're walking up, and as this is showing, I lean over to Xavian. I'm like, "Hey, Xavian, are you the one who has those cards for when Galley disappeared. Kyrus'
Yes.
brother.
Yes.
We really should have asked the king or somebody if they recognized any of the places or locations on there. So Kyrus' brother, will you remember to do that when we get back to town?
Nenny, are you that eager to have Galley back?
Hey,
So-
listen,
He heals.
not eager to have him back.
We just bought
Right.
potions. We'll be fine.
So, what appears to be a small stone fort stands in front of you. The construction seems both alien and ancient. It rises up, so you see the buildings there, and everything rises up. And up top, which you can't see the base, but you see a spire of an obelisk covered in strange glyphs. And I need perception checks from all of you.
Absolutely.
Perception.
I'm standing by Kyrus.
Woohoo!
Ooh. Terrible.
Oh yeah, you get +4 with Kyrus.
No,
Oh, okay.
no. Saving throws only. No,
Only saving
just
throws.
saving throws.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Do you want me to roll for Xavian?
Sure. Godorak, you hear chanting coming from the
You guys-
hilltop.
You guys hear that?
What?
No?
I hear
Darren does
chanting.
too.
All I hear is Simbeer.
I hear
And
chanting. and I
Simbir,
port towards here.
and Simbir does as well. You guys
Oh, nice.
hear the
Okay,
chant.
I do hear it then.
And number 1 is an obelisk, you said, on the hill.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I hear chanting coming from up there.
Listen,
Mhm.
all I hear is Simbeer's heavy breathing, like he's out of breath. It wasn't that
Well,
much
I
of a hype.
definitely hear chanting, so get ready. Are these towers or are these like shacks? What are these? And how high are the walls?
They were corner towers that have collapsed and crumbled.
Okay, so I can't like climb up and get a view on the.
No.
All right.
By the way, I can't click on Xavian.
Yeah, nobody can.
Give me a second here.
But that's his role.
So an 18 plus his modifier.
Yeah, 23 total.
Oh,
Yep.
nice.
He hears the chanting as well.
Look at that boy. He probably hears it clearly.
Cool. What language?
You can't tell.
Too far away.
Does it
Too
sound
far
like
away.
common or no? Okay.
It's definitely not common. You can get that, but you can't tell exactly what language it is.
All right. Well, do we want to sneak up or do we want to? Well, obviously we're going in there.
Yeah, I mean we're gonna
Yeah,
go.
I mean, I'm going to take a peek
see.
into Area 3 and Area 2 first, if I can, just to make sure they're cleared. We're on
So
the half-
Area 3, you see it's a collapsed structure. You can tell it served as a guard tower. There's actually a rack of rusted, beat up, unused weapons on it. And 2 is looks like a barracks. You see the remains of makeshift beds all over the place. There's a small desk that's pushed up against the wall there. That's what you you peek through the cracks and everything, and that's what you noticed.
Okay. So who wants to lead the charge up, or are we just all going to run at the hill?
Hamburger Hill, baby.
So if we're gonna do that, remember I need to be there
Okay.
or here so that you can get the aura.
Yeah.
Why don't we do like a pincer move?
Triangle rotation or setup.
Pincer move. I was thinking
I'll be in the
Simbeer-
front, you guys in the back.
Simbeer can go to the left
Mhm.
with whoever wants to go with his heavy breathing, and I'll go to the right with Kyrus.
Nenny. You always go left.
Third. It's true. All right. Simbeer can go to the right,
Nenny.
and I'm gonna go to the left. I'll go to the left with Kyrus.
Sorry, when did we make the midget the leader?
Yeah. No, Kyrus is coming up the middle with me.
All right.
And Theron, if you pick a side.
Theron will go
I'll
with
go.
me.
Let's see. I'm over here. I'll stay over here.
All right, cool. And then we're all just like moving up. Moving on up.
Moving on up.
Okay. So
maybe we should just
when you
stealthily
get
investigate.
4 squares up, stop.
Okay.
I wanna stealthily move forward.
Okay, make your stealthily move forward check.
Can I make my
I'm
disadvantage
gonna be with
stealth
you.
check?
I also
Oh.
am stealthing.
Yeah. You guys, if you guys are trying to be sneaky, go ahead and make those checks.
Hell yeah, we're sneaky. Me and
Symbir,
Nenny are sneaky as shit.
Theron given
I
2
got
for
14.
guidance.
14. For
Okay.
that guidance myself, but I'll guidance Nenny because he's by me.
I got a 13 on a
You want me to-
disadvantage
Super
roll.
sneaky.
Heck yeah.
I'll take that. I'm sneakier than our sneaky one.
Nice.
Here's Xavier trying to be
wow.
sneaky.
He also was sneaky.
Oh, Xavier
Who?
is not sneaky.
Oh, I rolled for
No.
Xavier.
Iris is not sneaky.
Do I have disadvantage? I think I have disadvantage because of my armor.
Yeah.
Chainmail is a disadvantage. Yes.
So you got an 8.
I
Xavier
don't have
got
chainmail, I have breastplate.
Yeah, that's a disadvantage as well.
Xavier got 18.
Yeah. So everybody's moving fine, even believe it or not, Godorak, it's Kyrus that's rattling a little bit.
So when we move
We're not,
4,
we're not
you
going to
wanted
judge
us
you
to
too
go.
much.
You wanted
Dan, I
us to go
actually
4
don't think
spaces
I have
forward.
disadvantage with the breastplate.
I was gonna say, yeah. Where's your breastplate? I
It
don't
would have
see
noted
on-
that it has.
I don't see a breastplate on your character sheet though. Oh yeah,
Durana's
Durana's breastplate. Yep, no disadvantage.
no disadvantage. So,
So that
Oh, the
19,
19.
yeah, that 19 will stick.
So move up 4 spaces.
I did.
So because I was
Here.
upstairs getting toast, what's on number 1?
That's an obelisk, and it's a hill. So if the hill's coming up, you
Mhm.
guys are hearing chanting coming
Yeah.
from there. So now you're all sneaking up there.
And what was there anything in 3?
Yeah, there's weapons in 3.
Yeah. Symbir hide up against the wall or something maybe.
Yeah.
I mean,
going
you
right
guys
there.
see
Or
there's
there.
the 2
Hey,
crossbows. You
What?
see a light crossbow, a heavy crossbow in there. You see 6 javelins and about 40 bolts.
And they're all rusted through.
No, these are the ones
Oh.
that are usable.
Okay.
That's what
Hey, so
we.
I'm gonna
Snag
cast-
'em.
Dennis, I'm going to cast Bless.
Okay.
Before
then
we
that's
go
what
up
me and-
there. Yeah.
Theron see.
Yep.
Okay. Hey Theron, do you want any of these, or do we just keep going?
Get him after.
No, I say we don't worry about it. Let's just keep moving.
And
Okay.
Kyrus and Godorak, as you guys peek over the hill,
Mm-hmm.
this is what you see.
Fish things. What are those?
Future lobster feast.
Oh, dinner. Heck are those?
We fought 2 of those before.
Yeah, we were in when we
It's the Raver
me and
crab.
Nenny went
It's
on
the
our
Raver-
adventure.
It's the Raver crab.
And we will roll for initiative next week.
Oh.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Thank you, everybody, for joining. It's been a fun night. We had an epic character shift tonight, which was phenomenal. And we appreciate it. Don't forget, follow us, subscribe here, help us out. If you have Amazon Prime, please just subscribe up. It benefits us. You get one free subscription. Take advantage of that. If you want to watch any past episodes, head on over to our YouTube, which is on the About Us page. Click on that, head on over. Heck, if you want to be really nice and help us out, don't hesitate to donate. It would be phenomenal. We'd love it. It'd allow us to get better equipment, better technology, and grow this channel. More artwork, all that fun stuff. So, with that being said, thank you so much for your support, and see you next week.
See you, everybody.
Peace.